Do you feel like you always have a bunch to do? Like your to-do list builds up and you wake up in the morning and you already start to feel overwhelmed, and then you make that list and then all of a sudden you're like, squirrel, something totally distracts you from your to-do list and then you even feel more overwhelmed? Guess what? We all do. I totally deal with this too. And so I just want to give you some tips on how I deal with it, and it's been really helping me. So when something helps me, I want to share it with you. So are you like this? So you sit down with your to-do list and you're like, okay, I'm going to be productive. So you open up your laptop and you go to Facebook, and then you start to look at your friends' wedding pictures or pictures of their vacation to Mexico. And all of a sudden, an hour goes by. And you could have done so much on your to-do list and gotten so much done, but you totally let that squirrel distract you. Raise your hand right now if you are totally guilty of this. Okay, thank you for being honest. Me too. You're normal. But today I want to help you be more productive and deal with all these things that distract us so that you can get stuff done, so that you can be more productive and live a happier, calmer life. So I'm just going to be totally honest with you right now and tell you some of the things that distract me. Even though I have this giant to-do list and I get overwhelmed, I get distracted. So let's see. Facebook, definitely, I'm guilty of that. I'll totally look at pictures and then you look at their friends' pictures and you're just like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of picking up my phone to make a phone call, and all of a sudden I see that little Instagram thing on my phone and I'm like, let me see what's going on Instagram. 30 minutes goes by. What was I thinking, right? Or what about when you are in the middle of a project and your phone keeps vibrating and dinging and all that, and every time you start to work, you're like, oh, let me look at this. You know, you're totally getting distracted of what you should be doing. When if you ignored your phone that whole time, you could have got this project done. I do this a lot. I am so sorry, but I'm just gonna be honest here. Or what about, you have all these emails to send, but you shop online instead. Oh my gosh, I'm a little bit guilty of that too. Anyway, I want you to push pause for just a second here, and I want you to list out some of the ways that you distract yourself, the ways that you get distracted. So push pause for just a second. Okay, didn't that feel good to actually write things down and be honest with ourselves? So now I'm gonna help you to figure out ways that you can stop being distracted by the squirrel. Oh my goodness, I'm always like, squirrel. My family totally teases me and they always say that everything that happens, anything that's shiny, I'm just like, ah! So this is so personal for me, but I know that if it's happening to me, it's probably happening to more people. So if Facebook is your vice, if that's your issue, when you turn on your computer, I want you to have one thing open at a time. And that thing is what you're working on. So if you're answering emails, do not open up your Safari or whatever it is that you use. Do not open up the internet, okay? And if Instagram is your vice, like put that on the second page, not your home screen. So when you open up your phone, you don't see it on there. I had to do that, okay? And it helps. If you get distracted by text messages constantly coming at you through the day, put your phone on Do Not Disturb. This has been a game changer for me. If I need to put my head down and really focus, maybe write a blog post, maybe get back to a bunch of people, in emails and things like that, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. My kids are at school during the day, so I always let my husband know, hey, make sure you're available in case our kids need us, because my phone's on Do Not Disturb. And so turn your phone on Do Not Disturb if that's your thing. Another thing that I know can be a distraction, is eating. So sometimes if I'm doing a project and I really don't want to deal with it, I'll go to the kitchen and all of a sudden I'm in the refrigerator just looking. I'm not hungry, but I'm just looking. Have you ever done that? And you're like, what am I doing? Or you're mindlessly snacking because you just don't want to deal with what needs to be dealt with. So if that's the case, put some police tape on that kitchen, close it off, or go work upstairs wherever the kitchen is not. Seriously, these ways are going to help you. And when you know what your distractions are and you work on, changing them, you will be amazed at how much more productive you are. And when you're more productive and you get stuff done, you will be less stressed. And a less stressed you is a happier you, a more successful you. And your family will like you better, your friends, your coworkers, everyone will like you better because you are not as stressed. And you're not as stressed because you're not giving time to those things that are sucking your energy and sucking your time. And I want you to make the most of your time so that you can have the best life you can. So I hope this video helped you. I hope that you've come to learn what your distractions are, what your squirrels are, and so that you can make a game plan to change it. So let me know what you think. Give me some comments. Share this video with a friend. Be sure to go to mollymotivates.com and subscribe. I'm here to help you, and I want you to live your happiest. I'll see you on the next video.